Oak Springs is a small village that sits deep in the woods. It is a beautiful and peaceful place to live in the eyes of its inhabitants. Other villages are often attacked by demons from the forest, but this village has lived peacefully for many years. There are rumors of a good spirit protecting the village, and the rumors of demons and monsters that live in the forest sound very funny, the voice said, looking out over the evening village, the sun going behind the green hills. But those stories will be funny until you have been in this forest yourself, said the girl, running away from a boar without tusks but with sharp eclairs. She ran as hard as she could, but the monster still caught up with her. But then she had the brilliant idea to climb a tree. She climbed the tree as if it wasn't her first time climbing. Crazy, first the villagers chasing me, now this boar. I'm not having any luck at all. On top of that, I couldn't even steal a piece of food. I hate heights, the girl said with a great puff of breath, barely able to pronounce the words. I don't want to die now, especially not like this, she shouted, waving her arms. But then the girl noticed something, and immediately stopped screaming. What is that cabin? She asked interestedly to herself, looking closely at the building that stood on the cliff. We should go there. What if I find food there? Added the girl, smiling wryly because of the plan she had come up with. By the time the main character got to this cabin, it was already evening. Why did it get so dark? She asked as she approached the entrance of the house. I hope this isn't the rumored house where the horrible demon bird lives, thought the girl, carefully peeking through the windows so she wouldn't be noticed. She dared to go inside because she didn't see anyone. She opened the door, but didn't expect it to creak much. Someone in the darkness heard the creaking and asked in a very low voice, Who's there? After these words, the girl was so frightened that her hair stood on end and her face was filled with terror. In her mind, she imagined the monster would attack and eat her. Come here, girl, how dare you steal from me? Said the monster in the same fantasy, while the girl ran away from him and screamed at him not to eat her. But the reality, the monster with the same guise as the heroine just took her by the neck. I beg you, let me go. I'm just hungry, and I was looking for sustenance. The villagers hate me, she cried as the hero continued to hold her by the throat and listen. The hero hesitated and let her go. What, you let me go? She asked in surprise, holding her neck. But to this question he simply remained silent. Going into the house, the main character offered her some potatoes to eat. The girl looked at it and grimaced, then started screaming. Why potatoes? I hate potatoes. Do you have something else? Hearing these shouts, the hero just didn't react to them, glaring at her. Did you want something else? You're hungry. I don't have anything else. Sure, if you don't eat insects, said the hero in a calm voice. Not bugs. I'd rather eat potatoes, thought the girl, nibbling a potato on her fork. So you're one of the scary forest monsters? She asked with her mouth full. Little monsters, to be exact. Supposedly you're not much older than me. What are you, about 12 or 13? Spoke the girl, laughing at the protagonist. Whereupon he abruptly turned around and looked at her with an evil look. But then she noticed something. What are those wings of yours that are so strange? Who are you? She asked after she stopped laughing. To which he immediately replied, but reluctantly. What would you say and do if? Would you know that I'm a half-demon? The hero finished his sentence. She wasn't surprised at this turn of events and calmly replied as she continued eating her potatoes. Half-demon? Well, basically you ride out and look weird, but you react differently to different things. But actually I thought you were some kind of ghost that was about to eat me. And so you're normal, she said with a laugh, scratching her head. So what you're saying is that you're not afraid of me? He asked, surprised with huge eyes. Not at all. On top of that, you shared the food, so you're cool because of that. The girl answered his question with a smile. How do I even address you? She asked, whereupon he replied in a confused voice. And I don't have a name. How so? All creatures have a name. What do the others call you? The girl said with assertiveness, leaning on the table. I've been called all sorts of names, the hero said glumly, as if not wanting to talk about it. Demon, killer, monster, apocalypse, different names have been, he added, recalling his horrible memories. And the girl sat there listening to him. She felt sorry for him. Good, she said with a smile, still eating her potatoes. I'll give you a new name. You look more like a raven, I'm reasoning right? She started to say. She was having a lot of fun coming up with a name. Then you'll have a name. Let me think for 5 seconds. Definitely Raven, said the girl quite logically, looking at the surprised Raven. After hearing this, the hero smiled with happiness. Nice to meet you, my name is Shara, otherwise great ruler of this territory. Laughing, she said, continuing to eat potatoes. Ruler? That's probably why you were kicked out of the village, right? Raven asked in a serious voice, looking at Shara, who was hiding her shame behind a smile. It's true. After my parents were killed by a demon attack, I was left all alone, so I had to learn how to steal to survive, she said in a low voice, then said cheerfully, but I'm the best at it. By the way, what happened to you? Why do you live so far away from the village? It's not safe, you're behind the demon defense zone. Are you defending yourself alone? The girl asked, breaking off a new piece of potato. Exactly. I live alone, he replied, staring into the void. I used to live in your village too, but the villagers looked at me with contempt. And after my mother died, they kicked me out of the village altogether. I am very fortunate to have survived in this forest. It is incredible luck that I found this house and live in it, the main character added as he recalled his bad life. Please forgive me. It probably wasn't pleasant for you when you remember all this. You're really lucky to be alive. All the villagers say that demons are very evil, said the girl with pity. Actually, the demons of this forest weren't evil to begin with. But if you try to attack one of the demons, it will kill you and the demon will become a lost demon. The most dangerous demons are those who have had their souls sold. The hero explained about the essence of demons. After what you said, I'll never go back to the forest again, she said, then thought. How did he survive in this forest? It's just filled with all kinds of monsters that could eat you. What do you do here anyway, besides playing with demons? You must be really bored, right? The girl asked, continuing to eat that bottomless bowl of potatoes that she couldn't eat. Not at all. I have things to do, replied Raven with a smile. Whereupon she thought the most obvious thing. Probably growing potatoes. And the next moment there was a very loud roar outside, which made the protagonist stand up abruptly from his seat, and the girl with fear in her eyes asked, What is it? Oh no, not again, he said, taking out his spear. He opened the doors and ran outside. Wait! Where are you going? What's going on? Why do you need that weapon? She yelled, running out after him, trying to stop him. But then she spotted something unimaginable that just made her stand in a stupor. Huge! Said the girl in amazement. In front of them they saw a huge three-eyed wolf. It was transparent. You could see the starry sky through it, but this wolf had white outlines. Its eyes were as red as blood, and its teeth were as sharp as the crinkles of the most professional blacksmiths. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to put a bark and subscribe. These you say what you like. It's very motivating. Thanks. Good luck to you.